Love where you live and play with Lindsay Management. Affordable apartments and golf memberships at 9 and 18-hole courses. Buying or selling? Trust Lindsay and Associates. Serving the community for over 50 years. Lindsay, #1 in apartments, golf, and real estate.
Want to run faster, jump higher, move with more power? The Sports Recovery and Development Program at Bridges Therapy Group builds speed, strength, agility, and endurance while correcting movement issues that can cause injury. Give your athlete the edge. Schedule an assessment today at srdathlete.com. The Mountain Home Bombers starting off the season 4-0 and ready for their next challenge on Friday night. We catch up with head coach Steve Ary as well as senior Barrett Miller. We also hit the volleyball court for a matchup between Fayetteville and Bentonville West. It is Wednesday, October 1st, and this is Varsity Vibe Today. Welcome into Varsity Vibe Today on this Wednesday. I'm your host, Alyssa Orange. Let's get to it. Our Lewis Automotive opening drive. The fall kickoff event happening now at the Lewis Automotive Group. Unbeatable prices and special financing. Your next vehicle is ready for you now at one of their 3 locations in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Farmington. Well, the Mountain Home Bombers have started the season 4-0, and after coming off a year last year where they had 10 wins, they're continuing to build on that momentum as they try to reach the ultimate goal, of course, which is a state title game. Last week, opening up 6A conference play with Fort Smith Southside, a back and forth battle, but Mountain Home getting that win 39-21. I was able to catch up with head coach Steve Ary as well as senior Barrett Miller to look back at that win against Southside as well as look ahead to their next game against Shiloh Christian. A 4-0 start. When you look at these games since the season has started, what do you think amounts to that success?
Just a lot of hard work. Kids grind. I mean, they work hard. They show up every day. They're solid every way. So their hard work is basically is why we do what we do. I mean, that's the only thing I know to do as a coach, and they've bought into it. They're drinking the juice.
Looking back at that Fort Smith Southside game to open up conference play, Barrett, I'll ask you this question first. Knowing how important it was to get that win to start off conference play, what was the mentality heading into that one?
I mean, I think everyone was just excited and ready because 3-0 start. We got high expectations because last year I think everyone was we tried to get locked in. I mean, first half didn't go the way we wanted to. We wanted to put a couple more points up on the board. And the second half, I think we locked in and everyone was excited. And I think we had a really good mentality going towards it. And I think we're going to keep pushing. And I think we're excited about the rest of the games.
You had such an impact on both sides of the ball, but can we start on defense and focus on that interception in the end zone in the fourth quarter? Can you walk me through that play?
Well, they were running pick plays all night, like towards the end zone, and they ran it. They scored on it before, so I get why they ran it again. And we didn't play man coverage that time, and I really baited the corner because I know the quarterback. It's a really hard throw for a high school quarterback to throw a corner, especially towards the corner of the end zone to the pylon. So I just baited it a little bit, and I saw him rear back, and yeah, I just went up for it. So.
And then you got it, and then you turned around and scored a touchdown to really put the game away. How big of a game was that for you?
I think it was a huge game. I think the O-line played really well. They really that last run, I didn't get touched. No one stole by me, so they really had a good game. And yeah, I think it was a really good one to get us started with conference play.
Coach Barrett just mentioned about how the momentum from last season carrying over into this year to have a 10-win season like you did last year. How big was that from a mentality standpoint for this team to start 2025?
We pulled that off, and we had a lot of guys that were injured last year. So we got some of our skills back, and we felt like, we had to overhaul our offensive line a little bit. That was really it. We had everybody else back. So we entered the season with a high expectation. We entered with a lot of confidence, and we really thought our skills were as good as anybody's skills. And we just had to get our defensive line up to snuff. And man, they they've been killing us so far. They just really have.
Looking ahead to Friday, another big game because they all are, right, when conference play starts. But with
They
Shiloh,
are.
with Shiloh going down in a battle with Greenwood last week, this one just another big game for you guys.
This is the next step in the program for us. Is we wanted last year to get in the top 4. We said, man, we got to get them to start knocking some top 4 guys off. And now it's time to knock off 1 or 2. We got to make the next step. The next stride is where we want to be. We don't want to just be in the semifinals. We want to be in the finals, and we're going to have to go get one of the big dogs. And that's kind of our mindset. That's kind of our goal. And we're just ready to take another step to success.
Barrett, how much does a game like this against Shiloh fire you up?
Last year, the game against Shiloh, I just come back from knee injury, so I was excited for that game, but also I couldn't really give it my all. So I got a couple of buddies in Shiloh, and I talked to them, and I'm pretty fired up. I'm excited to be there.
I don't want to jump ahead too much, right? But looking at your schedule, the last game of the regular season for you guys is against Greenwood. When you look ahead and you want to play one game at a time, 1-0 every week. But how big of a game, Coach, could that be at the end of the year?
Well, we hope it was a big one last year. We didn't quite answer the bell, but we want it to be big again this year. We hope that it's 2 undefeateds going toe to toe, and we hope that we can put on a show in front of our home crowd, and we hope we can do something we've never done before. And we just got a lot of goals and aspirations to do great things. And man, that would be my vision right now. If I could ever get things to go my way, that's the way it would go.
Barrett, when you look at what this team continues to accomplish this season, what it accomplished last season, for you as a leader on this team, how much would it mean to you to be a part of a Mountain Home team that helped do something this program's never done before and potentially win a state title?
I mean, it would be huge. It really would. Everyone at Mountain Home still talks about the state championship team in 06, I think, and everyone still talks about it. So everyone talks about the players. And so even if you get there, it's huge for Mountain Home. You'll be remembered forever. So I think just one step at a time. And if we get there, that's fantastic. Really exciting.
Lastly, Coach, for me, going back to the Shiloh game on Friday, if Mountain Home wins, they have to do what?
We have to take it one at a time. We have to not overlook anybody. We can't fumble. We can't drop the ball. We can't overlook anybody. We just got to run the course, keep our eyes on the piece of pie, and go get it, man. Go get it. And it's a focus and a mindset. Everything about us is one game at a time, and staying on the course, staying on the path.
So another big game on their schedule, but of course, once conference play starts, every game is a big game. Coming up after the break, we've got some high school volleyball action to update you with. That's next. Stick around.
If you're an athlete that wants to improve your game, maybe improve your 40, jump higher, have better agility, Bridges Therapy Group's Sport Recovery and Development Program can help. They've been helping student athletes reach their highest potential for quite a while now. They've got a team that includes physical therapists, athletic trainers, personal trainers, and occupational therapists. And together, they design individual plans to build speed, explosive power, agility, strength, and endurance. Whether your athlete's returning from rehab or working for a competitive edge, SRD provides the training and guidance to help them succeed. Schedule your athlete's assessment today at srdathlete.com.
QuickTurf is the go-to team for building championship-level sports facilities for public schools, private schools, and the entire school district. They also install beautiful backyard putting greens for homeowners. Known for lifelike, eco-friendly turf, QuickTurf handles everything from design and lighting to drainage and final landscaping. Their all-in-one approach delivers high-performance surfaces for athletes and low-maintenance greens that last for years. With preventative maintenance programs, they keep every field and green looking game day ready. ready. Schedule a free consultation today at quickturf.com. That's QIKturf.com.
Matt Lewis with Lewis Automotive Group, excited to announce our trade-in, trade-up event. During this event, you get thousands extra for your trade value. Plus, it's all backed by the Lewis Guarantee. Double the factory warranty, that's a 10-year, 120,000-mile powertrain, plus you get 1 year worth of maintenance on us. This event's only going on at Lewis Automotive Group and is at all of our locations in Fayetteville, Springdale, and Farmington.
Could a little extra support help your child shine even brighter? Bridges Therapy Group empowers kids to live their best life with expert pediatric therapy services tailored to their needs. Their team offers occupational therapy, speech therapy, and physical therapy, guiding families from the first evaluation to every milestone along the way. Give your child the tools to succeed and shine. Visit btgpeds.com to learn more and schedule your appointment today. That's btgpeds.com.
Love where you live and play with Lindsay Management. Enjoy affordable apartments with community amenities like fitness centers and resort-style pools at select locations. Golf memberships are also available at beautiful 9 and 18-hole courses. Buying or selling a home, commercial, or investment property? Trust Lindsay and Associates, serving the community and bringing great neighbors together for over 50 years. Lindsay, #1 in apartments, golf, and real estate.
We had volleyball action on the court Tuesday night. Bentonville going to Southside, getting the win in 3 sets. They're now 10-0 on the season. Meanwhile, Bentonville West traveling down to Fayetteville. Fayetteville dropped their first 6A West match against Bentonville last week, but bouncing back against Bentonville West, taking this one in 3 sets. Afterwards, I had the opportunity to talk with Molly Miller and Kinsey Hogue. To be able to get Bentonville West in 3 sets to win the match, how big was that coming off of the Bentonville match last week?
It was really great. I think we felt great as a team, and it was a really exciting to get to see our energy and defend our home court.
Yeah, I think we just played really good as a team, and it was a good comeback game to get us going into the second half of the season.
How do you think this team is performing right now as you guys continue to get closer to the state tournament and the ultimate goal? Just where do you feel like this team is?
I feel like as a team, we're getting a lot better every day. We come into practice willing to work hard every day, and I think it's really going to pay off as October progresses.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's showing on the court for sure.
Where do you think the biggest growth has been with this team this season?
Honestly, I think our energy and intensity has been a big thing that we've worked on a lot in practice every day, is coming in ready to work hard, stepping on the court, no matter who the opponent is.
Yeah, and I think we've got better at playing as a team and not just playing for yourself.
Looking back at this Bentonville West match, there were a couple sets there where, they would get up and you guys would have to rally, and there was a little bit of back and forth. What does that say to the grit that you guys have as a team?
I think it's just really great to see how much we've progressed, like I said, since the beginning of season, because that would have we dropped a set to Bentonville West the first time, and I think that seeing that we could fight back and have grit this time was really important, and it really showed a lot of growth.
Thanks so much for joining us on Varsity Vibe today. Remember to follow along on our social media platforms for behind the scenes access, interviews, so much more there for you to stay in tuned with, as well as subscribe to our podcast and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you haven't yet, go to varsityvibearkansas.com and sign up for the newsletter. You'll get it in your inbox twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays to help you stay in the know with high school athletics. A special shout out to our sponsors, Lindsay, Lewis Automotive, Bridges Therapy Group, Everett Chevrolet, and Quick Turf. I'll see you tomorrow.